track.
Hey guys, so today I'm back with another video in a new setting as well. I will definitely be doing a room tour very soon because I have some new additions to my room and I've changed things about a bit. So hopefully you like this setting. I really like it. It's probably now going to be my main setting just because I think it's nice. Today's video is going to be my makeup starter kit for beginners because so many of you requested it. And if you don't really know what it is, it's basically just a collection of makeup products from the drugstore that I really recommend to you guys as a starter kit. So if you are just starting out makeup or you're not really that sure on what to buy or just anything really. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. So I've just kind of spread the clothes out a little bit because they're a little bit uneven on the rail behind me and it kept distracting me how there was like a big light coming through. But anyway, so I'll just begin with the face products I recommend first. So for all the products I show in this video, I'm not going through all the products from the drugstore that are my absolute favourites because I feel like some of the products from the drugstore can be a little bit more expensive than others. So I'm going more along the lines of products that are still good but are on kind of a more reasonable price range because I know when I was just starting makeup I didn't really want to spend loads of money on a product just because it looks good and I'm not sure if I like it. These aren't all necessarily my top favourite products from the drugstore because I can do a separate video on that if you guys want, but it's more kind of just good, really good products from the drugstore that are in a good price range. Foundation wise, I'm going to begin with the Rimmel Stay Matte foundation. This is described as having a liquid mousse consistency and I really like it. It's quite a heavy foundation but you can obviously blend it around your skin so it's not quite as heavy. It covers a lot of things on your face, so you can cover redness and blemishes and things. It's about £6 or £7, so that's really good for a foundation, and plus I sometimes use this for a concealer because it can be very high coverage, so it's also good for multiple uses and not just foundation. For concealer I would really recommend the Maybelline Fit Me concealer because this isn't something that's super high coverage, because I found when I started makeup I didn't really want to go for the full high coverage concealer because I just wasn't that comfortable wearing loads of makeup. So this is a lot lighter coverage. It still covers the necessary things like redness and blemishes, but I really like using it under my eyes because it just brightens them and it does cover the dark circles, but it's not super heavy. So this again is about £6 I think, and it's really good. So in terms of powder, I know a lot of people tend to say the Rimmel Stay Matte powder, but personally I don't actually find that the best powder I use because I just find it doesn't stay on my skin considering I have quite oily skin a lot of the time. So I featured this recently in a haul and I really did rave about it, so I just figured I'd feature it in this video as well, and this is the 17 Stay Time powder. 17 products are really affordable, so if you're looking for a brand just in general for starting makeup, they are really affordable and they have really good products as well. This is their powder from the Stay Time range. I really like it. It does stay on all day, which I really like, and it's not too cakey on the skin, so that's perfect. I think it's about £5.50 or something like that, so it's really good price range as well. In terms of brow product, again I know a lot of people will talk about things like the Sleek Brow Kit, but personally I like to go for something a lot more natural because not just when I started but even now as well, I don't really like to go in for full on drawn harsh brows, so I would recommend something like this, and this is the Maybelline Master Shape Brow Pencil. I was actually given this for my birthday from one of my friends, but I really like it, and there's a lot of things similar to this around the drugstore. It's just eyebrow pencils in general. I know that you can get a few from places like MUA, and this has a pencil on one side and a spoolie on the other side to brush through your eyebrows. Not actually sure how much this is exactly, but I reckon it's probably about £4. But again, a lot of brands do them, so you can probably find them for a number of different prices, and they're just really nice for adding a little bit of extra colour into your eyebrows when they're a little bit sparse, so it's not too harsh if you don't want it to be. Or you can also opt for something like this, and I know mine is gross at the moment, but it's a clear mascara. I got this one from MUA and it was like £1, but you can also get mascaras targeted for brows, so I know there's one by Maybelline that are coloured, but any type of kind of coloured mascara made for brows or clear brow mascaras are really good because you don't actually have to fill in your brows obviously if you don't want to, so this is good just to brush them out and keep them in place during the day. In terms of eyes, the first product I'm going to talk about is this NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk. Now I know this isn't technically drugstore because it's not always available in places like Boots and Superdrug, but they are really easy to find online on places like eBay and Amazon, and they're always really cheap, and you can also get them on the NYX website as well because they now ship to the UK, and also a lot of NYX stores have them, but this is normally around £5, so like I said, you may not always be able to get it in your local drugstore, but you can definitely order it really easily online. I actually use this for a base, like an eyeshadow primer or an eyeliner primer, so I just put it on my lid and then blend it in, but you can also use it for along your waterline or in your inner corners as well, and there's a whole bunch of colours to this, so I definitely recommend these. These are one of my favourite products to use on an everyday basis. In terms of eyeshadow, I would definitely recommend going for a palette rather than single or duos of eyeshadows, because I find that you can get a lot more different colours and shades for your money. My main recommendation is sleek products in general, but specifically their eyeshadow palettes. So I have this iDivine palette in the colour Oh So Special, and I was actually given this as a gift, but I've been eyeing up sleek palettes for so long. They have a huge range of colours, and I really do think that they have a palette to suit a lot of people's styles. So some people may prefer wearing neutrals, and then some people may prefer wearing brighter colours, but I'm sure there's probably a palette there for you. These eyeshadows are really pigmented and they stay on all day, which is great. This is my everyday palette. I use a lot of these colours every day, and they're about £6 to £8 I believe. But if you want to opt for a more cheaper option, then MUA is definitely the way to go. This is the Undressed palette from MUA, and it's about £4. It's meant to be the drugstore equivalent of the Naked palette. Again, these are pretty good pigmentation, obviously not the best because you get what you pay for, but this has lasted me well, and I use this as well pretty much every day if I'm not using this one. Any type of eyeshadow palettes like this I really definitely recommend, because you get a lot more for your money. In terms of mascaras, Maybelline are by far my favourite because they're all really good quality in my opinion. I really like the formulation of each of them, and also the brushes. I find that they stay in all day and keep the curl on my eyelashes really well, so I definitely really like these. In particular, some of my favourites are Maybelline Big Eyes and also the Rocket, and Falsies is very raved about as well. But these can range from about £7 to £9 normally, so if you don't want to spend that much on mascara, I would opt for the Collection mascaras. I'm actually wearing this one today, and this is the No Clumps Definition Mascara from Collection. It's usually about £2 to £3, depends whether you catch it on offer or not, and this is surprisingly good for the price. I really like this. I forgot how much I like this because I went back to it today and realised how much I miss this, so if you're opting for a cheaper version, then definitely check out Collection. So now onto lip products. My main recommendation for lip products is the Revlon brand, because they have a huge range of types of lip products and colours and just shades and everything, so I really definitely recommend Revlon if you're into lip products. And two in particular I will talk about now, and the first one is lip butters. I was not a huge fan of the Revlon lip butters to begin with because I found them quite sticky, but I've come to love them, and this one's in the colour Strawberry Shortcake, and there is a huge selection of colours of these, and they're always bringing out new ranges, so it's great, and I think it's about £8, so that's really good. And the other one I think I featured in my haul recently of my drugstore products, and this is one of the Revlon balms, and this is the lacquer one, but you can also get like loads of different ranges of these. So there's matte, and yeah, there's loads, and also loads of colours. So this is just like a chubby stick crayon type thing, and this one in particular is very glossy and it smells like peppermint. Things like this give really good colour payoff, and they're really worth the money. Onto the applicators and tools that I would recommend for makeup. First thing I'm going to mention is the Primark eyelash curlers. Now, I'm someone who uses eyelash curlers every day because I find it really does help with your mascara, and I was never really keen on spending a lot of money on eyelash colour even though I do use it every day, because I don't know, I'm just worried that I'm not going to like it if I spend a lot of money on it. But this one is only £1 from Primark, and it is so good. I use this every day and I use it in all of my tutorials, and a lot of you guys often ask me what I use on my eyelashes, and apart from mascara it's this, so this is really good. In terms of brushes, Real Techniques are a definite favourite of mine and a lot of other people's. This one in particular is the Expert Face Brush, and this is mentioned by a lot of people, and this is just really versatile for all your face products that you want to use, so foundation, concealer, powder, anything really. It's very versatile, and these can vary in price, usually around £7 to £11 singly, or you can also buy them in sets. But another company I want to mention quickly is e.l.f, and again, like NYX, it's not necessarily something you can get in Boots or Superdrug, but they're really easy to find online, not only just on their website, which is what I order from because they're really cheap, but also other distributors. So if you just search online, I'm sure you can find someone that sells them. I find all of their ranges of makeup brushes are really good. They have the Essential range, which is slightly cheaper, the Studio range, which looks like this. They're really good quality, so I definitely recommend these, and they are really affordable too. So that was my Drugstore Makeup Starter Kit. I really hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you have any questions or requests down below, and don't forget to subscribe to my collab channel because that will be starting on Saturday. So thanks so much for watching, subscribe for more, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!